This is the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. Good evening, all. I'm Shashina Roll. As always, it is so great to have you with us. Topping news, it has been 3 days since the new gaming bill took effect. Many are predicting that these regulations will lead to the development of a whole new industry with employment opportunities for Bahamians. Megan Shepard has our top story.
President of Creative Works Agency Peter Adderley conducting marketing and intelligence research on the once controversial but now regulated numbers industry. Adderley says the first phase involved researching and addressing the widespread impact this sector of the gaming industry has on the Bahamas.
There's constructive presence of operations in every island in the Bahamas except Ragged Island. But even in Ragged Island, where the population is 68, there are about 12 persons who hold memberships to one of the operations, and they utilize their relatives in New Providence or the Family Islands to be able to continue to participate. We also found that in the New Providence area, the saturation of Fox Hill and the Carmichael Road, there are over 90,000 persons in the Bahamas playing every day. It is without question a multi-billion-dollar industry.
Adderley says now in the final stages of research, the agency will explore the marketing and competitive edge of operators. He notes some of the front runners based on various strengths.
Where the findings will show that FML, who are the pioneers of the industry, they hold strong as it relates to international credibility. They have expanded outside of the Bahamas. Island Luck has by all means taken a lead with its marketing savvy. It has been able to announce a board of directors that is competitive to any corporation within this region. Former cabinet ministers, international bankers, reputable business persons. The trust level is key in this industry. Persons who play want to know that they can be paid. And there's no question FML, Island Luck, Chances, which is strong in the northern Bahamas and growing in New Providence, has that level of credibility. We see Paradise Games emerging throughout the family of islands. Their numbers continue to increase seemingly almost every month.
Adderley says this area of the gaming industry is one that deserves to be regularized, and now it offers employees a new form of dignity. But he adds that with this regularization came an unfortunate situation.
What has happened to the bookies, I think, is a tragedy. And I'm hoping that the government is in a position to offer some level of compromise. There's well over 600 persons who will not have employment if the position as regulated stands, and so I'm hoping that can be improved. But overall, the regulations have done a wonderful thing for the Bahamas, and the gaming industry is expected to be strong for many years to come.
Adderley notes that the gaming industry was already proven very profitable, and he sees tremendous growth in the future. Megan Shepard, ZNS Network News.
Well, Grand Bahama's newest adventure is going strong and gaining momentum in the tourism industry. Tonight, as the company charts the way forward, a top executive says the beach club is not only open to visitors, but locals as well. Sabrina Brown has details.
It is fast becoming an attraction of choice. Since opening back in March, the $1.7 million Bahamas Adventures water park near Taino Beach caters to hundreds of tourists each week. General Manager Cesar Ochoa says the facility was able to hold its own throughout the traditional slow period.
Business has been okay, thanks to God. We started on March 16, catering for tourists both from cruise ships, hotels. As the summer came, we were catering for a lot of families. Then in September, on August, on October, things went a little bit down. So those are the periods we use for training. We used to hire more people for the high season that it's coming.
Bahamas Adventures employs close to 50 Bahamians. Cesar says they found creative ways to ensure everyone kept their jobs during the down period.
Slow season in tourism happens every year. However, we need to be responsible about the people that work with us. So we bring them in for maintenance sessions, and all together we will keep on renovating the place. Little by little we paint, we clean, we wash. And that way we were able to provide work for everybody while the things were not as fast as we would have wanted.
He credits a strong marketing program for the success of the business.
Well, our marketing program is focused right now on putting and opening different channels of sales. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be making a lot of publicity on the newspaper. We're going to be making publicity on the TV. We're going to be opening our social network platforms. We're going to be putting special promotions out for locals. We're thinking about even a happy hour so people can feel really encouraged to come and try our concept for the first time.
As we approach a brand new year, this executive says he's looking forward to 2015 with great anticipation, and their plans include the local market as well.
We are hoping that 2015 is going to be a better year. We are very interested in expanding our product and making our product accessible to all the locals, to all the hotels, to more ships, because as a matter of fact, in 2015 there's less ships coming to town. So we need to make sure that we have plenty of work, not only for the people that we've hired, but also for all the straw vendors.
Sabrina Brown, ZNS Network News.
A U.S. Coast Guard vessel picking up 19 Cubans in Bahamian waters. The 15 males and 4 females were found on a small boat in the area of Waters Key on Monday evening. According to the group, they left Cuba on November 10th and were on their way to the United States when they were picked up by the Coast Guard vessel. The migrants were brought to the Freeport harbor yesterday afternoon and handed over to Bahamian immigration officers. Now they are expected to be transported to New Providence sometime today to await repatriation. Meantime, police are continuing the search for 40-year-old Shem Edward Solomon, who has been on the run since Saturday of last week. Solomon escaped lawful custody at the Grand Bahama International Airport as police officers were preparing to take him to board a flight to be transported to New Providence to serve a 20-year prison term for armed robbery and illegal firearm possession. President of Reach Out Ministries, Dudley Sade, is reaching out to Solomon tonight and advising him to surrender to the authorities.
Appeal to Shem, Solomon, wherever you are, think twice. I know you might be afraid because of the sentence that they gave you, but I think your life is more important. Wherever you are today, you might be maybe in someone's home. You might be somewhere, maybe in the bushes, to please turn yourself in. They are considering you armed and dangerous, Shem, so I just want you to turn yourself in.
Now, Sade has helped with turning wanted persons over to the police in the past. He says he's willing to give assistance to Solomon as well. Now, police warn that if anyone is harboring this fugitive, that they will face the full brunt of the law. If you know where Shem Edward Solomon is tonight, call 350-3107 or 8-911-919 or call the nearest police station. In other news, the United States Embassy sponsoring a seminar centered around domestic violence. The seminar was held last evening at Sir Charles Haywood Library in recognition of the International Day for the Elimination of Violence Against Women. Domestic violence is never okay, and according to program counselor with the Ministry of Education, Ira Strawn, there has been too many murders in this country that involves domestic violence. During the seminar, she told those in attendance that they must realize that violence is not just physical.
But you can also have the psychological effects, the sexual coercion or the controlling, the financial control also. So domestic violence affects more than the physical, and that is what is concerning us today. The intimidation, all of that is a type of domestic violence against women.
But she says the community must also be aware of teen dating violence as well.
It's very important that they are sensitized to this information so that we can prevent this cycle, or we can break the cycle. Our daughters, some of them experience intimate partner violence, and so what we want is for them to have the information so that they would not get involved in this kind of relationship, or they would be able to find the assistance.
Sergeant 2022 Natasha Williams also presented at the U.S. Embassy's domestic violence seminar. She says it is her hope that community leaders become more educated on the dangers of domestic violence and teen dating.
We as a community, we need to make ourselves aware of what is going on in our community. This is where we live, this is where we work, this is where we play. And so once we know what is going on and once we concern ourselves with what is going on, we are better able and better equipped to handle what is going on in our community and in our lives.
She says persons affected should not be afraid to seek help. After all, it could be the difference between life and death.
Any person with any domestic issues that they need assistance with, they can contact their police officer, they can go to their pastor, they can go to a counselor, social services department. Any of those persons listed would be more than willing and able to assist with whatever matter may come up.
Stay with us, there is more news right after this.
Bringing news that matters to you. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight Northern Edition.
Welcome back. Teachers and students of the Sunland Baptist Academy taking time out to honor the operators of that institution. For Bishop Godfrey Williams, it was an opportunity for him to pay tribute to a man who has helped to motivate him over the years. Joan Davis-Roll has this story.
The Sunland Baptist Academy family rolling out the red carpet for a special honoree. The man of the hour and owner of the institution, Bishop Godfrey Williams, and his wife arriving via a limousine as he and his family were hosted an elaborate ceremony dubbed Bishop Godfrey Williams Day. Presentations, accolades, honor, and tributes began pouring in for a man hailed not only as a spiritual giant but a champion of education here on Grand Bahama. Thrilled by the kind gesture, Bishop Williams, though joining in the action, said foremost on his mind was the tragedy that has rocked not only this country, but the world.
It's a sad feeling, even though I appreciate what they're doing. For my sympathy really goes out to my colleague, family, Dr. Miles Monroe and his entire family, the BFM family. I was so saddened by the planned crowd.
He says the late Dr. Miles Monroe has not only groomed global leaders, but leaders in education.
He was a mover and a shaker. A world leader. You talk about a world leader. When we look at the Bahamas, just a dot on the world map. God has chosen him out of, millions or billions of people to become a world leader. He has transformed lives, locally as well as internationally. He has been a role model for so many of us when it comes to leadership. I don't know anyone else who can fill his shoe.
Bishop Williams says, like the late global icon, he too has a vision, and that is to take education to levels it has never gone before.
Over the past 11 years, God has given me this vision in terms of purchasing this school. By so doing, I really envision this school going to another level and dimension with regards to the educational system. Sunland has always been known for academic achievement, and we want to keep it at that level.
Joan Davis-Roll, ZNS Network News.
The sugar man. Well, ethics in the workplace, it's a topical issue that some believe is of crucial importance in today's society. And a local tertiary institution is leading the way in promoting professional ethics throughout every facet of the work environment. The college will host a seminar this Saturday. President and CEO Terrence Archer is urging the community to take advantage of the seminar as it can help to set high standards in the workplace.
The mission of ethics, relationships at work, business abuse, results of business abuse, interactive, rationalization of business abuse, harassment of co-workers, employers' response to business abuse, and employee choice in relations to ethics in the workplace. Why ethics in the workplace? We find that oftentimes people would have made complaints of persons being unethical towards them, be it a female who have unwanted advances by means of her employer or other co-workers. Then we have persons who are unethical in their business dealings or in their business practices.
Dr. Donald McCartney will be the facilitator for the workshop at the Pelican Bay Resort on Saturday evening. Marketing Officer Frederica Patton Johnson says the information will be essential for persons in the workforce as well as those in college looking to enter the world of work.
We have invited many business houses and I've been getting good response for them coming and sending their employees. It is a timely seminar and I invite, like Mr. Archer, the general public to attend. You will learn a lot.
And don't forget to attend the West Grand Bahama Tree Lighting and Gospel Concert this Sunday, 3 to 6 p.m. at the Administrator's Office Grounds, Jonestown, 8 Mile Walk. Stay with us. Ricardo Lightborn has a check on sports when we return.
This portion of the news is brought to you by All B's Computer Sales and Service. When you get it at All B's, you're getting a good deal.
Welcome to Jags. Let me see what kind of prices y'all can get me today.
You're getting to the right place. Here at Jags, we don't charge any booking fees or agency fees. We definitely guarantee the lowest price on Belair Fast Ferry, Bahama Celebration, cars, and hotels.
Say what? That means Jags can save me some money today?
Yes, ma'am. Our duty is to ensure that our customers receive the most affordable prices possible.
Book now and save at Jags International, located on Queens Highway, 351-5244.
Dollar deals open 8 to 8, where your dollar buys more.
You'll be amazed with what we have here just for you. Party favors, school and office supplies, many of your household needs, and essentials for your car.
Even an event space for business meetings and parties. Make some copies. Google a school project. Our snack bar is a real favorite. On the way to work, sample our selection of teas. And remember, your tea is free. See us on Facebook for specials and new arrivals.
The Bahamas Collection is the place to find truly exotic and uniquely Bahamian gifts made by Bahamians in Grand Bahama. They carry a wide variety of hand-poured soiled candles, Bahamian scented lotions, exotic shower gels, massage and perfume oils, bath smoothies, decadent gourmet bath bombs, and much more. Also an exquisite sterling silver jewelry collection of the biggest stars from movies, music, and television. J-Lo, Beyonce, Angelina Jolie, Marilyn Monroe, the British Royal Engagement ring, just to name a few. Ladies, looking for that slim look? Check out their intimate shapewear, waist cinchers, thigh slimmers, derriere enhancers, plus size shapewear, and lots more. The Bahamas Collection, located in Port Lucaya, quality is their word and integrity their source.
Do you know what driving while intoxicated means? Motorists who drive while texting. Did you know that motorists who talk on handheld or even hand-free devices while driving are just as impaired as drunk drivers? Countless of accidents happen every year and even deaths due to these thoughtless actions. So remember, the next time you're tempted to text and drive, remember it may mean life or death.
This message was brought to you by the Broadcasting Corporation of the Bahamas and John West Shoe Store. We're going to take you there in style.
Under the patronage of the Honorable Obadiah Wilchka, the West Grand Bahama District Council, in conjunction with the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture, cordially invites you to its first annual tree lighting and gospel concert, November 30th at the Administrators Complex grounds, Johnstown, 8 Mile Rock, with live performances by Martintown Primary, Bartlett Hill Primary, Holmes Rock Primary, West End Primary, the Urban Renewal Marching Band, the Legends Marching Band, Abundant Life Praise Dance Ministry, Mount Calvary Baptist Church Praise Team, and Community Homes Praise Team. Let's unite Grand Bahama, one nation under the sun, to praise, worship, and have some fun. The West Grand Bahama District, bringing communities together. It's the first annual tree lighting and gospel concert.
Let's come together.
From 3 to 6 p.m. Admission is free. Come and meet Santa. He's got free treats for the kids. Sunday, November 30th at the Administrators Complex grounds, Johnstown, 8 Mile Rock, under the patronage of the Honorable Obadiah Wilchka.
Shout Jesus Christ.
Hey everybody, welcome to Sports of Ricardo Lightborn. Let's get right to it. Well, promoting tourism through sports is the motto of the Tabernacle Falcons Thanksgiving Basketball Classic. History made today as the Prime Minister of the Bahamas officially opened the tournament. It was a celebration like no other, a cultural celebration of the Tabernacle Falcons' 16th annual Thanksgiving Basketball Classic. The nation's leader, Right Honorable Perry Christie, accepted an invitation to officially open the tournament. Especially invited guests were marveled at the students of Tabernacle Baptist Academy, their display and wealth of talent. Prime Minister pointed to the essence of education and the possibilities for our young people. He spoke about being expelled and given a second chance. His message to teachers and parents is to search deep for the talents that's inside of our young people.
Parents and teachers, there are children who may have gone from class to class, who may not even be average. But if you exercise that extra degree of discernment, you could see the precious qualities that remain undiscovered. And you could be the catalyst in their life.
The display of talent by the Tabernacle students was touching for the Prime Minister. Take advantage of your education and there will be ups and downs, he said.
The Americans could look to Abraham Lincoln. The British could look to Winston Churchill, whose life was one of being knocked down. And using the old precept of Franklin Delano Roosevelt, is not a question of how many times you're knocked down. Measure the man by how many times he gets up.
To the visiting teams, enjoy your stay and also be team players on and off the basketball court.
The capacity to be able to know your role and to know that there are others on the team who are just as talented or even more talented, just as gifted or even more gifted, and who will be able to, through the connectivity, through the coordination, through the integrated expression of your athletic and sporting ability, you'll be able to win.
A special donation was given to the urban renewal canned goods collected by the students of Tabernacle Baptist Academy. The Prime Minister also gave the visiting Americans team a display of the Christie Shuffle, signed, sealed, and crafted in the Bahamas. The Prime Minister wished everybody well to close out the cultural affair. Jump canoe, and you got it. Yep, it's called the Christie Shuffle. It's that time of the year. I gotta go. That's it for sports.